The camera shakes. Not wind, something else. The lens refocuses. A bear cub, maybe 4 months old, stands rigid in the frame. Its ears are pinned back. Its mouth is open, but there's no sound on the recording, just the hum of the device. The cub's front legs buckle, not from injury, from weight. Something is on its back. The fur along its spine moves in a way fur shouldn't move. The cub takes a step forward, stops, tries again. Its head turns left, then right, but slowly, like it's being guided. The timestamp reads 4:47 a.m. The cub is still standing, still breathing. Its chest expands, contracts, expands again, but it doesn't run. In 6 seconds, it will try to shake whatever is on it off. It won't succeed. The footage doesn't cut. It keeps rolling. This was recorded in northern British Columbia, along a stretch of forest that doesn't have a name on any map. The camera was part of a motion-activated wildlife survey, installed by a graduate ecology team from the University of Victoria. They were tracking lynx migration. The SD card was recovered 4 weeks after deployment. They weren't expecting this. No one reviewed the clip for 3 days. When they did, they watched it twice before calling anyone. The third time, they filmed the screen with their phones. The cub in the footage is approximately 18 weeks old. Grizzly. Healthy weight. No visible injuries in the first 9 seconds. It should be near its mother. It isn't. The forest floor around it is clear. No logs, no dense brush. It's standing in open ground, which is unusual. Grizzly cubs avoid exposure. This one didn't move into the open. It was already there when the camera triggered. The thing on its back wasn't there in the first frame. The camera captures movement at 24 frames per second. In frame 104, there is nothing on the cub. In frame 105, there is. Not descent, not approach, just presence. The shape is low, distributed across the shoulders and upper spine. 8 points of contact. The resolution is 1080p, enough to see texture. The surface is segmented, dark, with a faint sheen under the early light. It doesn't look wet, it looks plated. The legs, if that's what they are, don't dig in. They rest. But the cub's posture changes immediately. Its center of gravity shifts backward. Its head lowers. It doesn't collapse. It adjusts. A wildlife behaviorist from Oregon State reviewed the clip without being told what she was looking at. She noted the cub's gait. She said it moved like it was being steered. Not attacked. Steered. At 4:49 a.m., the cub takes 11 steps forward. It stops at the base of a Douglas fir. The bark is rough, vertical. The cub presses its side against the tree. It's trying to scrape the thing off. The shape on its back doesn't shift. It redistributes. The points of contact move. 2 on the left side lift. Reposition higher on the shoulder. The cub's breathing quickens. You can see it in the rhythm of its ribs. It tries again, harder this time, dragging its spine against the bark. The shape compresses, then expands. The cub stops moving. For 11 seconds, it stands completely still. Then it walks away from the tree. Calmly. The thing is still there. The timestamp rolls forward. Dr. Amelia Hargrave, an arachnologist with the Smithsonian, was sent a compressed file of the footage. She requested the raw file within 40 minutes. When asked for preliminary analysis, she said, "I need to see it again." She watched it 16 times in one sitting. Her notes, later shared with the research team, included the phrase, "locomotor override." She didn't elaborate in writing. In a recorded call, she said the cub's motor functions appeared consistent but non-autonomous. When pressed, she clarified, "It's walking, but I don't think it's deciding to." The cub moves deeper into frame, closer to the camera. The shape on its back is clearer now. The body is wide, flattened. The legs are thin but segmented, with joints that bend in more places than they should. There's no webbing visible, no spinnerets in the footage. It doesn't match the profile of any known tarantula. wolf spider, or hunting spider in the region. The closest morphological comparison is to Phoeneutria, Brazilian wandering spiders, but the leg span is wrong. The body proportions are wrong, and Phoeneutria don't hunt like this. At 4:52 a.m., the cub stops walking. It sits, not a collapse. A controlled sit, hindquarters lowering first, front legs straight. The shape adjusts again. 2 of the anterior limbs move toward the cub's head. The cub doesn't react. Its eyes are open. It's still breathing. 1 limb touches the side of the cub's neck, not a strike, a placement. The other mirrors it on the opposite side. The cub's head tilts forward, slowly, like it's being tilted. Its mouth opens wider. The limbs stay in contact for 19 seconds. Then they retract. The cub stands again. It walks in a different direction, northeast, away from the previous path. Dr. Hargrave's analysis noted probable neurotoxin delivery, but added, without tissue samples, we can't confirm venom composition or mechanism. She did confirm this is not immobilization. The subject remains ambulatory throughout. The research team contacted the BC Conservation Officer Service. An officer was dispatched to the camera site. The device was still mounted, intact. The surrounding area showed no blood, no drag marks, no cub remains, no webbing, no burrow. The soil was undisturbed. The officer noted, no predation evidence. When asked what that meant, he said, usually you find something. At 4:56 a.m., the cub is no longer visible in the frame. It walked past the camera's range. The footage continues for another 43 seconds. The forest is still. Then, at the far left edge of the frame, movement. The cub re-enters. It's walking backward, not stumbling. Walking backward with the same controlled gait it used moving forward. The shape is still on its back. The limbs are repositioned, 2 now extending lower, near the cub's hindquarters. The cub stops, sits again. This time it lowers all the way down, lying on its side. Its legs are extended. Its eyes are still open. The shape moves to the front of the cub's body. It doesn't detach. It rotates. The limbs shift position in sequence like something calibrating. The cub's chest still rises and falls. 30 seconds pass. Then the footage cuts. Not a malfunction. The motion sensor timed out. The next triggered recording is 6 hours later. The frame is empty. Dr. Hargrave submitted her report to the journal Arachnology Today with a co-author from the University of British Columbia. The paper is still under review. In it, they describe a potentially undocumented species exhibiting neuropredatory behavior inconsistent with known arachnid taxa. They note the absence of observable feeding structures in the footage. They note the sustained motor function of the prey. They note the calculated repositioning. They conclude, further field documentation is required. A second camera was installed at the site in November. It's been recording for 9 weeks. So far, nothing. The original footage has been reviewed by 4 institutions. No one has identified the species. The leg structure suggests a mygalomorph base, but the behavioral pattern suggests an araneomorph strategy. The size is inconsistent with both. One researcher suggested it could be a juvenile. Another suggested it could be fully mature. No consensus has been reached. The cub's body was never found. The mother was tracked by a separate survey team 11 kilometers south. She had 1 other cub with her, not 2. The footage runs 4 minutes and 18 seconds. In that time, the cub is always alive. It walks, sits, stands, repositions. It doesn't fight after the first attempt. It doesn't flee. At no point does the shape leave its body. At no point does the cub stop breathing on camera. But somewhere between 4:59 a.m. and 11:03 a.m., it disappeared. No remains, no trace, no explanation. The research team has labeled the clip Incident 47 BC. They've requested additional funding for a follow-up survey. The request is still pending. The footage is no longer publicly available. When asked why, the lead researcher said, "We don't know what we're looking at yet." The camera is still there, still recording. And every morning, someone checks the new files. So far, the forest has been empty, but the cub didn't look injured. It didn't look dead. It just looked like it wasn't alone anymore. And no one knows where it went.